2021 is the best year you can invest and make $1 million. Hey guys, what's up? One thing that 2020 had taught us is everything is uncertain. Many people lost their jobs, means of income, and mostly their social lives. That is why we need to set up some personal goals for 2021. Drop a comment down below what your goals are for 2021 so that I can help you with some tips and tricks to achieve your goals. And this video will not only tell you some of the best investment opportunities for 2021, but it will also give you a solution to survive in a time of economic crisis. And while we have these positive vibes for 2021, let's roll the intro. Hi, my name is Motha and this channel is all about me earning my financial freedom. 2021 is the best year you can invest and become a millionaire. First of all, you need to understand that nothing in life comes easy, especially when you want to achieve something big as a personal goal or something like becoming a millionaire. It takes a lot of sacrifice, dedication and time. But if you're willing to make dramatic changes to your life and make those sacrifices, you can substantially reduce that time in achieving your personal goal. If you time it right enough, and if you are willing to make those dramatic changes to your lifestyle, you might actually achieve it with less than a year. And when I talk about being a millionaire, I'm not talking about rupees. I'm talking about $1 million. That brings us to our step number one. Invest in a stable asset. As I mentioned in one of my previous videos, if you invest your money on money, you will definitely lose the purchasing power over a period of time. That means if you invest money as money in liquid form, the tendency for you to lose its value, the purchasing power that you have for that money will definitely be gone. This happens mainly due to the excessive amount of printing of the Sri Lankan rupee. In 2020 alone, there were 650 billion rupees that were printed and pumped into the economic system, which resulted in devaluation of the rupee, which led to us losing the purchasing power for the rupees and cents that we have currently. And the US government has also printed $300 billion in 2020, which also resulted in US dollar being devalued. And another thing that you need to take into consideration is that banks will never pay you above the current inflation rate, because they will always operate below the inflation rate. So if you don't at least beat the inflation rate in your investment, you will for sure lose the value of money, because the inflation will definitely devalue the money that you hold. If your investment rate of return does not beat the inflation rate, you will definitely lose money over a period of time. And that brings to some of the recommendations that I make for you to invest in 2021. Number one would be Bitcoin. There's no other asset that has outperformed cryptocurrency in 2020. So why don't you just diversify your portfolio by buying in some cryptocurrency? Recommendation number two is invest in gold, because gold is still a good store of value. And the third recommendation is, if you have considerable amount of money, don't be scared to invest in land, because real estate has always been a record holder for beating the inflation in terms of investments. And my step number two for 2020 investment strategy: save money to invest. Now in my point number one, I tell you not to save your wealth in money, but now I'm telling you to save money so that you can invest. Most of us gain our income through money, and in order to make those investments, you need to have money at the moment. Most of us gain our income through cash. And right now the stock markets are at its highest level, so that I personally believe that I should wait before putting my money into the stock market, because as an investor, I don't want to see the stock market going up. I want to see all red, because then I can buy stocks at a better price. But what do I know? I'm not a personal financial advisor, but just do it anyway. If not, just buy Bitcoin. But actually speaking, when you save money, it is then you have the ability to invest in opportunities when those opportunities arise. But if you don't have a cash flow or a lump sum money waiting to grab those opportunities, you need to have a bulk amount of money collected with you at all times, so that as soon as an opportunity arises, you will have the required money to go ahead and invest immediately. That is why you need to have savings set aside at all times. As soon as an opportunity arises, you have the capacity to grab that opportunity and invest your money. Point number 3, invest in an emergency fund. Let's say you suddenly got ill, or you need to go and catch a plane to chase the love of your life. But if you don't have the required amount of money to go ahead and do those things to recover your health or to chase that love of your life, you will always tend to go into your investments or your assets and try to liquidate them. But if you have an emergency fund, it's always easier for you to go ahead and put your money into that emergency fund and meet your requirements in terms of that emergency. That will not only protect your investment, it will give your investments the sustainability without having the need to liquidate them. So I would recommend you have it in a fixed or high yielding savings account so that you can always gain something while you save that money. The emergency fund amount may vary based on your needs, but I have made these metrics based on the age. Let's say if you're in your 20s, you should always save up to 1 or 2 times of your salary, and if you're in your 30s to 40s, you should always have 3 to 6 months of your salary saved in an emergency fund. And if you're above 50, you need to have a whole year of income saved in an emergency fund, because at that time the risks are quite high, the health risks are quite high, the emergencies may be significant. So at that time you don't want to go into your investments and lose all that passive income, and that is why you need to have this emergency fund so that you can always go deep down into your emergency fund and meet your requirement at an emergency. That brings us to our last point of the day: explore, learn and invest in yourself. This actually might sound good for our channel tagline. Put a comment down below, hit that subscribe, show us some love by clicking that like button so that the YouTube will understand that you are in the process of becoming a millionaire. As I mentioned before, 2020 have been the year of the impossible being possible. As we saw throughout 2020, many things were possible: working from home, connecting on virtual calls. As 2020 made a lot of opportunity for things to be possible, there are some risks. There's an article which says that some of the key positions highly paid in 2020 may be irrelevant in the next 10 years to come due to this current economic and pandemic situation. So because of that, it's always good to have a plan B. And the plan B can only be sustained if you keep on exploring and understand what you want to do with your life, and exploring yourself into understanding a new skill that you can earn money with. Maybe you can play an instrument and play it at a band. Maybe you can learn trading. Maybe you can become an investor like I am. Or maybe you can do freelancing. You can learn some sort of skill so that you will not be irrelevant in the next 10 years to come. Remember not to be too late. Learn to have your plan B. Learn to build that passive income so that you will be ready when the time comes. This concludes my video for 2021 investment strategies. I make these videos because I personally want to enjoy life as it is. We earn or we work or we do everything that we do because we want to enjoy that financial freedom. And I want you to enjoy that financial freedom and understand what exactly this being rich or being a millionaire or billionaire is all about. And in order to do that, help me by clicking that subscribe button, sharing this video with someone who you think that needs this push. With that being said, I hope you guys have a great year ahead. Thank you so much for watching this video. We'll meet again in the next one.